Welcome, collective. Thank you guys for joining me today for this tarot read. I want to thank you guys too for all of your likes, all of your views, all of your subscribes. I genuinely appreciate it, guys. All right, let's go ahead and get started on your read. Let's ask the universe what the collective needs to know today. What is the message that needs to come through? I am getting pulled to an oracle deck right away. So we'll use the infinite energies deck, and we'll see what message comes forward for the collective here. These ones wanted to talk about too. Connection. Interesting. The most important thing in our lives is the connections we make with others. So we are going to be talking about connections with others in this read. We'll be talking about sort of the people around you. I can already feel the energies. And sorry to say, the next card was envy. Next card was envy. So you are going to have to perhaps use caution in dealing with certain energies around you. There may be somebody who is perhaps envious of what they perceive that you have, or maybe envious of even the talents you possess, or sort of the light that shines from you. Tundra. The only way out is through. That's really interesting. I want to know where this fits, because I didn't get a negative vibe when I started pulling these cards, but I do feel struggle within this Tundra card. Confusion. Interesting. Where this confusion ties to Tundra too, but I feel like it doesn't. See, it ties into this other energy, and I can feel that too. There's a duality to this card. I think this person has a certain perception of you, or perhaps even a certain perception of the life that you live, and that's what they're envious of, is what they think, is this picture that they have in their mind of the way that you live. I don't think they realize, like, day to day sort of what you go through or what you have been through to be able to attain what you have, or to be able to get where you are. Venus. Venus is all about beauty, guys. It's the finer things in life. I don't know if this is something you're building for yourself or you're starting to attain, and maybe some people are starting to notice. But again, it's like noticing that, but completely omitting the struggle that you went through to be able to obtain it for yourself. This wasn't gifted to you. This beauty, this whatever success it is that you're finding that this person is so envious of, this isn't something that fell into your lap like out of luck. Absolutely not. This is something you had to struggle and you had to obtain for yourself. It's like they're not looking at that, though. They're not looking at what went into having it. Their perception is really skewed, and they're sort of picking and choosing how they want to view you, this person. So they want to view all the beauty. They want to view all the beautiful things that are coming your way, all the things that you're obtaining. And that's what they're envious of. It's like they don't see that if you want to have those things in your life, struggle is part of it. Hard work is part of it, which is what you know, because it's what you've had to go through. You've had to go through sort of this time of Tundra. You've had to go through a time of struggle, a time of building, a time of endurance to be able to rebuild. And they don't see that. Savannah. And it's the same thing in Savannah. It's like this time of going without, the droughts, the time of droughts. You have to keep walking. You have to keep persevering. You have to keep moving forward and stay motivated to make it through. And you did. You went through some rough times, is what I can feel in the cards, where you had to build for yourself. Adulthood. I do feel a lot of responsibilities in this, like things were overwhelming. This was part of your struggle. But you know what? This is part of their struggle too. But they're viewing things in a different way than you viewed them. They're staying in sort of, you can see the image in the card, they're staying in that kind of mentality where everything is weighing on them and everything is overwhelming, and this person is looking for sort of like an easy or a quick fix in life. They don't see that to get through to the other side, to find abundance, it's something that you have to push and work through. Melancholy. And thermal. Exactly. Every great accomplishment is the story of a flaming heart. So you had to push through. You had to find that fire for yourself. You had to find that fire. You had to fight through rough times to be able to start attaining beautiful things. Melancholy. I want to know where that melancholy sits too. Can you give me A couple more cards. Sacrifice. That's interesting. This card has a duality to it too. The sacrifice card. You know what sacrifice is. You had to sacrifice. You had to work for what you need. This person doesn't want to sacrifice. Like I said, I keep feeling like quick fix, quick fix. They want like an instant cure to wherever they're at in life without having to go through the process. You've had to go through the process, so you know there's no quick fix. You know the only way to the other end is through. You know you have to make sacrifices in order to obtain something better. The river. Cuts through the rock, not from its power, but its persistence. It's kind of what this read is all about, right? On this journey that you've been through, I keep seeing it in card after card after card. You possess this perseverance, right? And that's what's carried you through. That endurance, being like a rock. Keep moving forward. Look forward when things are rough. This person doesn't want to do this. You know, I keep feeling like they're trying to fight the flow. Whoever this person is, they're trying to fight the flow of life, the flow of the universe. There are times where opportunities or certain things sort of come to us or things don't work out, and all of it sort of moves us in a particular direction, whether we realize it at the time or not. And it takes us to our destination and where we want to go. And it's a lot easier if we open ourselves up to the signs and go with the flow. I think this is something that you understand. This person doesn't get it. I keep seeing somebody who's like fighting the flow, who's digging in their heels, not willing to move forward, not willing to evolve, not willing to put in this work for something bigger and something more meaningful. Just like quick fix, quick fix. I just want it different now. I just want now everything to change now. I want to know what else is going on and why this message is coming forward to you today. Contraction. Yeah, expansion is life, contraction is death. It's like this person has the ability to expand, right? This is what I talk about with flow and being able to go with the flow and being able to open up. Being able to open, being willing to grow, being able to expand, it is what takes us to where we need to go. It's what improves our lives. It's always that moving forward. We don't stay stagnant. Staying stagnant, and this person digging their heels in is kind of like sealing their fate until they're willing to change or to work towards change. They're kind of like condemning themselves to the situation that they're in. So they might be feeling this melancholy. They might be feeling this depression, this anger, this envy, this whatever, and wishing their situation was different. But as long as they keep digging in their heels and refusing to change, nothing will ever change in their life. It's like it's an outlook. That's what this person needs. They need a change of outlook. Clairvoyance, interesting. I tell you guys, like this message is coming forward for a very specific reason. I don't know if this is your guides coming forward talking to you about what this is, maybe helping to bring some sort of understanding about what this person's going through. Mercury, the planet of communication and intelligence. I don't know if you've been trying to give this person some advice too. I keep feeling like their ears are closed. They're not particularly receptive to hearing it. It's like they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. But nothing's ever going to change if they don't open up their ears, if they don't open up their eyes, if they don't open up their perspective and start looking for change. Interesting. Passion. So I keep feeling like you're finding a new passion for life. Like as this change takes place that you've worked your ass off for, like this hasn't been handed to you. This is something you did for yourself. But as this change comes, I feel like certain burdens are easing. I feel you putting time and energy into your passions and finding a new passion for life and making time for things that make you happy and feed your soul and fill your cup. And this is part of what pisses somebody off too. I don't feel like they have that opportunity. But again, at the end of the day, they're choosing to dig their heels in, right? They're choosing to stay in that mindset where they can't get out of it or they're trapped. So they don't want to, they don't want to see other people be successful, or they find it very hard to see other people be successful and to find happiness for that person. They just sort of stay in that envy, stay stuck. They're staying stuck. They keep digging their heels in. Like, it's time to open up. It's time to open up to a new way of being. If this person doesn't like where they're at, then it's time to make a change. That's what you did. And it wasn't easy. Like I said, I got Tundra, I got Savannah. I know you went through shit. I know you went through a lot of it. You had a hard time pulling through. You had to endure some rough things. You had to sacrifice certain things. And it's like this person is completely ignoring the trip that it took you on, this huge journey that you went on to be able to start finding this transition in your life. It's important to acknowledge that too. This didn't just come to you. It's not like you're just lucky. You did this for yourself. And if this person wants to have the same kind of beauty in their life and the same awesome ass changes, they need to do it for themselves. I feel like this person is capable of doing it, because I keep feeling choice in here. Choice, 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 digging heels in, choosing to look at things a certain way. Action. That's awesome. As a great card to get, action is the universal language of success. You know that, because that's what you've been doing. You've been embracing action. It's this other person who just doesn't seem to see that. They don't seem to see that. It's funny too, the number at the top of that card, action, is 31. So 3 can represent our creativity and our individuality, and 1 is all about new beginnings. New beginnings, and 4 tends to be stability. You know, it's like this individuality and this creativity. This was part of your new beginning. This was part of your pursuit in starting a new chapter in your life, one that was going to be more healthy for you and contributed more to your future. Imagination. I don't know if you've told this person, like, expand your mind. Expand your mind. What would you like to do with your life? You know, use your imagination. If you want to find something different, sometimes you have to be a little bit clever or think outside the box. You don't have to be stuck in whatever situation you're stuck in. You can think outside the box. You can come up with new ideas. You can create opportunity for yourself. It's not easy, but it is possible. But you have to be committed. You have to be willing to make sacrifices. You have to be able to be committed to working hard for it, right? That Tundra, the only way out is through. You have to keep pushing to move forward. You understand it. It was absolutely part of your journey and something you had to discover for yourself. And like I said, I keep feeling like they don't see it. Like they just don't see it. They don't see it. They don't see it. We have protection. There's something more to this card. Protect those who protect you. I keep feeling this speaks to this relationship in some way, protection. And I don't feel like this is totally like blocking this person out. I'm going to have to pull tarot to see exactly where this card fits, because I know this connects to you and this other energy in some way, shape, or form, and I don't feel it in a negative way. I feel it in more of like a mentor guiding kind of way. But I'm not sure exactly how it fits. So I do need tarot to be able to clarify that one for me. We're gonna grab a tarot deck for you now. So which deck belongs to this read? Ooh, that's the one I'm getting pulled to. The Fountain deck. So let's see. Spirit. I had one fly out right away. Can you give me some clarification on this read? This is the one I want to see first. The Lover's card. So it represents that this is a relationship, and there may be a decision. There's a decision that will need to be made in this relationship. Fountain card was the second one that popped out right beside the Lover's card. This Fountain card is the only different card in this deck. And this card represents a very basic crossroads, but not just basic, extremely important and foundational in your life. And this might actually be, I kind of feel like this is for this other person. You know, by shifting a way of thinking and being open to change and sort of using you as an example and an inspiration to perhaps follow a passion of their own and find beauty of their own, will change the course of this person's life. To choose to stay in sort of this victim mode, and this, it's almost like it's not necessarily hermit mode, because I don't feel the introspection here. I just feel really closed off. Maybe it's a little bit more like Four of Cups mode. It will take their life in a completely different direction. I feel a big message coming through in the cards. Like I said, I don't feel like it's necessarily for you because I keep feeling like you got your head on straight. You got a sniff about where you're going. You've been through it. You can sort of see it with this other person, and they're not making this transition. They're not making this change. I think they have the potential to do something great with their life. Whoever this other person is, they got a lot of potential, but they're not realizing it because they're choosing to stay stuck at this point. Justice. Yeah, it's like they think it's not fair. It's just ridiculous. It's like this person thinks all this awesome stuff that you're getting, these beautiful changes in your life, the beauty, the passion, all of it. It's like it's not fair. They feel like it's not fair, but they're not acknowledging the hard work that you had to put in to obtain that. They're just focusing on the end result. This was not like an overnight change for you. And it's not like your journey is done and your struggle is over and now you're just strolling down easy street. There's always challenges in life, right? Life is ever changing, always bringing us challenges, obstacles we need to overcome and navigate. They're like completely omitting all of this. And they're just like, see the beautiful things that you're obtaining. And they just want this overnight change. That's not how it works though. Ace of Cups. See, they just want bounty. This person just wants bounty. They want abundance. The Four of Coins. And this is how they feel right now. This person feels like Four of Coins. They feel like they're going without. They feel a little left in the cold. They might legitimately be going through a rough time financially. They might be struggling with poverty, whoever this person is. And to be able to change their situation might not be a very easy task. It might be a very difficult road ahead of them. But everything in the cards tells me that this person can actually obtain that. This person can use their imagination to find a goal and to find a passion to where they want to be. And they are capable of doing the hard work to be able to attain it. And you know what I see in this card too? I see one person helping another person up. So I feel like there is a caring connection here, enough of one that you would be willing to give advice or some sort of moral support along the way should this person choose to change their way of thinking. Because that's who you are. You can understand what the struggle is like. And if you see somebody close to you trying to make this transition, trying to work towards it, I just feel like you're the type of person who would want to cheer them on. Or you're the type of person who would want to offer advice if they ask for it and offer encouragement when you see that. When you see them struggling, when you see them actively trying to make a change. But that's not what's happening right now. This person just sort of staying stuck, right? Their perception is totally skewed from what you're going through. Queen of Cups. Wow. Queen of Cups, King of Cups, and the High Priest. I want to know where all of these guys sit because I got a pair here. King of Cups, Queen of Cups, and that High Priestess. We also got the Clairvoyance card too. I'm not sure if this is talking about spirit or if this is talking about our tarot read right now and this coming forward. Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. I want more clarification, please, Spirit. Can you give me more clarification on these cards? Who are you that went sideways? Two of Swords. Indecision. Indecision. I also see a bit of a blindness in that Two of Swords. Not wanting to look at facts, maybe not wanting to face facts. This is what somebody's struggling with. This person is struggling with honesty. And it's not like honesty with you, it's honesty with themselves. It's really honesty with themselves, is stepping back and taking a really hard look at who they are and how they're contributing to the situation that they're in. Because I don't feel like this person likes to look at things like that. This person doesn't like to look at, okay, I'm choosing to stay stuck. I'm choosing to stay miserable. I'm choosing to be envious. I'm choosing to not work hard to work towards change in my life. I'm choosing to stay stuck. This person doesn't want to look at something like that because let's face it, that's a rather unflattering thing to have to admit about yourself. And I don't think this person wants to do that. I feel a lot of ego with this person. A lot of ego. And they like to, I think they like to put it in front. So I don't know if it's like a problem with being vulnerable or open to other people too. Like they have this thing where they don't want somebody to look at them and think that they are less than. They're not okay, so they'll bluff and they'll bluster, and they'll sort of try and puff themselves up, even though that's not how they truly feel inside, because they just want to put up this front. But it's like it all contributes to keeping them stuck, to that mindset where they aren't open to change, where they're digging in their heels and going against the flow. It's time to open up and to go with the flow of the river, the flow of the universe, the flow of life. Open up to something new. The moon card. What does the moon card represent in this read, please, Spirit? Oh, thank you. Okay, the world card flipping out. I keep feeling like this is the world this person creates for themselves, the moon card. This is not set in stone. This person's path is not set in stone. Okay? The cards are not saying that this person will sit and stew in this for the rest of their life. There is opportunity for this person to find inspiration and change. That moon card is sometimes secrets that are yet to be revealed. This might be this person's self-confidence or this person's true capabilities. Because I think deep down inside, and I doubt they would ever say this to anybody out loud or admit it, especially not now, this person does not believe that they are capable of these types of changes. They don't. There is somewhere deep down inside this person where they feel like they are less than. They feel like they are not smart enough. They feel like they are not capable enough of driving this type of change in their own life, which is quite sad because it's part of what drives this choosing to stay stuck and being unhappy and being miserable. And now it's having a negative impact on a relationship that's a caring connection. And the Seven of Swords, the Hermit, and the Hangman. And I will tell you this too, this behavior that this person is exhibiting, it is pushing away this caring connection. It makes somebody sort of not want to spend time with this person. It makes somebody want to sort of put up their guard around this person, put up their guard like that protection. I still don't feel negativity in that protection card though. I still feel like somehow I don't know how to explain it. I feel it in an energy and an emotion. I still keep feeling like somehow it speaks to a mentor. I like I said, I can't explain it, guys. I can't explain it. I don't understand it. I'll keep pulling cards. I keep asking my guides to clarify it. If it comes through, I'll let you know, but I keep feeling it in some sort of a mentor vibe. And like, maybe it's like showing this person who's struggling that you were able to rise above. You were able to sort of protect yourself from living in the same loop with a lot of hard work and determination. And it's like this person can protect themselves too from living in this loop and living in this cycle by doing something similar. Seeing you kind of like this, I don't want to say authority figure, but a powerful figure. Because that's what I see in this night. I see a very powerful figure. And I see one who represents honor and truth and loyalty and trust. And I think this is you, and I think this is your journey. I feel like this is what you represent. You're almost like this white knight. You can stand up, you can rise up, and you can be this image of a mentor of what this person can turn into should they choose to take that path. They're choosing really shitty behaviors, though. I got the Seven of Swords here. And I keep feeling like sneaky shit in it or manipulative shit, trying to cause trouble. Is something in the words that they say. Like they said they're going about this completely the wrong way. Completely the wrong way. The Hangman says the only thing that can stop you from finding success and reaching your goals is yourself. Fears, doubts, and insecurities. And I'm going to tell you, this is absolutely their card. If they stay stuck, if they stay in this loop where they never seem to find success or fulfillment, they will have nobody to blame but themselves. Because the cards say this person's actually extremely capable. There's some sort of a talent or intelligence that this person possesses that gives them the capability of finding success in their life and rising above and out of their situation. They are choosing to stay stuck. They are choosing it with their mentality. They're choosing to keep themselves absolutely stuck. The Hermit card. It's time for some introspection for this person. Remember how I had this sense of the Hermit card with the lack of introspection? This is like a call to do that. This is a call for this person to take a step back and to look within. Look within to find change. Six of Swords. It's time to start something new. I even see that in the Six of Swords. It's time to leave this old way of thinking. It's time to sever ties with it and sail it into something new. And yeah, trying something new in all of this would be a very daunting task. I can see that too. That would bring a lot of fear. That would trigger a lot of fear in somebody. They don't know where their path is going to wind up. They don't know if they're going to find success in it. They don't know if it's going to bomb. It's like, it comes with the unknown. It's like sailing into the unknown. But I do feel this time for transition, this time for change. Because as long as they stay in maybe what's safe or what they do know, it still feels like the Four of Coins. So why the hell do you want to sit in the Four of Coins, right? What's the point of sitting in that Four of Coins and sitting in this feeling of always being without, always going without? It's worth it to take a risk, to take a jump, and to try something new. We have Judgment and the Five of Wands here. This person is terrified about making a choice. They want the instant change. They want the instant gratification. They don't want to do the work, but they don't want to do the work like legitimately because they don't feel like they're smart enough or capable enough to do the work. Tarot says they are. Tarot says it's up to them to discover that for themselves though. And all you can do is to keep moving forward in your journey and to keep building in your life. So like, I don't know if this is causing you some issues where you're worried about your success or these beautiful things that you're finding sort of rubbing people the wrong way. I wouldn't play down what you're doing or your successes or hold yourself back because of other people's garbage. This is this other person's path. They are very much capable of finding what they need to find, but it's up to you to keep walking your path and to keep finding your success. I feel like whatever you're doing, whatever path you're taking, whatever it is, if this is like career that you're moving forward for, lifestyle, I think you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. I feel like you are on your north node. You're on your path. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. Don't falter on your journey. Keep moving forward on that. That's what you're supposed to be doing. It's up to this person to find their own north node. It's up to them to build this for themselves. This Queen of Wands. See, she represents that passion too. That passion. I see a lot of light in this card. It's very bright. It's the shining light. I keep feeling example. Keep doing your own thing. Keep being independent. Keep being this leader in your own life and keep following your passions. Whatever this is, this path that you're on, keep doing that. That's what you need to do. Don't let other people get in your way. Five of Swords. And Temperance. Yeah, this person just doesn't have the patience, or they're choosing not to have the patience to grow these things in their own life. It's funny because I see this Five of Swords. I know it can represent lies. It can represent deceit or cheating or something. I don't necessarily feel it directed at you. I actually feel like this is their card and this is what they're doing to themselves. Like they're cheating themselves out of opportunity. They're cheating themselves out of finding balance and happiness and that Ace of Cups and abundance in their lives. They're cheating themselves out of the opportunity for something different. King of Coins. This person is very focused on material things though. So that's what they notice most about your journey. Whenever they see you have maybe something new or something looks shiny, they're like assuming you're having these humongous financial improvements, and it might be small for you. And it might be like, okay, you can now afford to treat yourself to something. They don't see it as that. They see it as like you're getting rich. That's where the envy comes from. Like I said, it's like a skewed perception. They're missing the entire journey of getting to where you're getting. They're missing all of the struggle. And they actually don't know where you're at. I mean, they legitimately don't know what's going on in your career, in your finances, behind closed doors. They don't see any of that. They have an idea of what they think you're going through. And that's what they're jealous of. They're jealous of the idea. Again, don't want to see the struggle that you've been through, don't want to recognize all the obstacles you've overcome. They just think you're getting money and you're getting lucky and you're getting rich. They don't get it. They don't get it. They're choosing not to see it. Even in this King of Swords, they're choosing not to see it. They're also using words. I feel like they're using words as weapons. I get pulled back to the Seven of Swords. They're just causing shit because they don't see the truth. They're not taking time to go into hermit mode. They're not looking for a deeper truth. They're not looking for a deeper clarity. And if they took the bloody time to do it, they could turn their own wheel of fortune, but they're choosing not to. You did it. You absolutely did it. You looked for that inner truth. You looked for what can I do to change. You found your passion. You're like this King of Wands. You took action. You took a leadership role in your life. You found your passion. You pursued it. And it's not easy, but you have that drive and that ambition. And you are the one earning change in your life. It has been a slow and steady journey, but you are experiencing change. And you are coming closer to your goals because it's all about you and your drive. You didn't want to sit in like a 4 of coins, 5 of coins situation. You may have struggled with poverty yourself and thought, to hell with this. I'm not living like this the rest of my life. And yes, the journey is going to be bumpy to get ahead. But I am going to make what sacrifices I have to make, and I'm going to work my ass off to do it because I want better. Even in this Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords, another white knight. You chose to be your own white knight. You knew the world wasn't going to magically open for you and give you tons of cash and fix whatever. You had to go drive change in your life. You had to be your own white knight, and that's what you did. That's what you did. You found that balance for yourself. You made opportunity. You made yourself a path going forward. I don't feel like there was a lot that was handed to you here. I feel like this was a lot that you had to find and create for yourself. You had to get that imagination going. You had to think outside the box. You had to be creative at times. There's lots of challenges to overcome. And this person is acting really friggin' immature. They are because they're envious, because they don't like where they're at, because they're worried. Got this Nine of Swords, like they're worried about their own situation. They're worried about you finding this, and they're gonna feel left behind. So they're getting a little backstabby. They're getting manipulative. Getting manipulative, causing trouble, getting backstabby. The Emperor. As interesting. It's like they don't see that they have the potential to become this emperor. They see you as this emperor. They see you becoming the most successful form of themselves. And instead of, I keep getting this in my bloody reads, I don't know why. It's like instead of using somebody like that, and it is a caring connection. So instead of being happy for them and using that as inspiration to drive change in their own life, they're just like going the complete opposite way and staying stuck and being miserable and getting, like I said, getting manipulative. Like they're destroying a caring connection for absolutely no reason. The Chariot cards. Don't let them stop your forward positive progress. It is up to this person to find it for themselves. Tarot says they're not a write-off. Tarot says this person still has the opportunity to make this change and transition in their life. But Tarot is also saying not to feed into this mentality, not to feed into whatever this person is doing. The Seven of Swords is this manipulative, sneaky, backstabby crap. If you need to set boundaries to protect yourself at this time, to do so. Because you can't allow anything to stop you from the journey that you're taking. You're on your North Node journey. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. This is the path you're supposed to be taking, and you're making all the right choices. Don't let anybody distract you or sway you from that. This person has an opportunity to find their own North Node, but you know this is a solo journey. This is a journey that everybody takes for themselves. They have to discover for themselves, and they have to choose it for themselves. This person is capable of choosing that, but it's up to them to make that choice to begin with. Don't allow any of this crap to spill over into what you're doing. You're doing the right thing. Keep up the good work. Keep moving forward. Keep with where you're going. If you have to set boundaries until this person pulls their head out of their ass, Tarot says to do so. Don't let negative forces into your life. Don't let distractions in. This person might find that that is the motivation that they need to be able to take their own journey because they don't want to lose a caring connection. Either way, that's up to them. That is up to them is what the cards are saying. The cards are saying don't own their journey. Don't feed into their crap. It's up to them to take their path and keep taking the one that you're on. Alrighty, guys. Take care.